going. You're going.
So we have tried, what was the first one we did? We made pot roast, and then I added some more bones and turned that with slow cooker. So we did the pot roast in the pressure cooker. We did the stew in the slow cooker, and I'm going to do beans in the Instant Pot too. So I've rinsed these really well, and I found that the price at Natural Grocers is half of what it is over at Research. So we got organic beans for half the price.
So are we going to pressure cook these or
well, I'm
slow
going
cook
to
them?
soak them first.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to let them soak until just before dinner time.
Okay.
And so it has two, sorry, I'm tired, two lids. So I'm going to put this in just so that we don't have things falling into it. And I'm going to set it, dang it, I don't want it to splash like that. I don't know if it just got water in there. One thing is you want to make sure that you're not getting water. Yeah, you don't want to get water on the heat element.
Okay, let me zoom in and show everyone what it looks like.
So I've got water in there because I kind of sloshed it.
So this whole big thing right there is the heat brick thing, and it sits. A little thing in the center was kind of the switch that, like the foot pedal. And so when the weight goes on the foot pedal, it activates the circuit and lets the thing turn on.
Yeah,
otherwise,
it has this little thing that
so it's actually
down.
it's a great little safety.
Show 'em.
So it's a great little safety. Lid adjust. There we go.
So you want to make sure that the bottom of your pot and no part of your pot is wet when you put it in there. And don't be sloshing it around. If you slosh it around, you can't turn it on. You gotta clean it up. And this is compost, and I wish we'd stop getting it in the shot.
Let's stop putting it in the kitchen.
I know, right?
Right.
So today the project that John is working on is to get our raised bed put together, and then we're going to go get our parts. Thank you so much for those of you who helped with the t-shirts. It was a huge deal. Okay, first food storage meal is hamburger with an onion. We got 20 pounds of onions and probably 10 pounds of hamburger. We took about half a pound of hamburger to make this. I believe it was half a pound. And then in the Instant Pot, which I'm so in love with, I have 1 can of what are they called? Tomatoes, diced tomatoes, and then organic black turtle beans with salt. And you can see all my compost over here that really needs to go to the compost pile. So that's what you're seeing. We go through a lot of vegetables in a day. So there's the first one. We'll try and get you some more. So the Instant Pot was a huge success. It worked just like a crock pot, except...
Or a pressure cooker.
Well, no, because with the pressure cooker you don't have a timer. You have to listen for that whistle. Whereas this one, it stayed at pressure for a certain amount of time. So we could just forget about it as if it was a crock pot. And it was... we were supposed to have it on for an hour. We had it on for an hour and a half. So everything is kind of mushy, but amazing. Amazing. The pot roast is falling apart. Good job, Daddy.
Thanks. Can you just pass the butter?
And we also have beets. Okay, let's see if we can get here so you can actually see it. So we had that lovely pot roast for dinner. It was so good. It was still about half full of au jus and some of the extra vegetables and that kind of thing. So what I've done is I took beef bones that I got from Bobby. Thank you, Bobby. You're wonderful. She had these amazing beef bones. And so I added 4 split marrow beef bones. And I added 5 cloves of garlic and an onion.
5 cloves of garlic for 40 minutes cooking. Oh, sorry, 4 psi. 30 minutes cooking in the pressure cooker.
4 jars of bean broth, 2 marrow bones.
Yeah, over definitely 6.
1 Cosori.
6 cloves of garlic.
Cosori. Yeah.
So we have little kids cleaning up. I can't see you. Hold still. She's cleaning up the kitchen. We're getting dinner cleaned up. So the nice thing is that for the actual cooking, we pressure cooked it for an hour, and it was fall off the bones if there had been bones. Tender, amazing. But now I want it to cook overnight, not pressure cooked, but just cooking. so that we get all the nutrition out of the bones. And I have to tell you, my mind is blown by how much I love this tool. It doesn't take much to blow my mind. I get pretty excited about things like this. So this is the other lid that is the not pressure canning lid. But the thing I love about the pressure cooker, part of it is that it's on a timer, which means that I don't have to listen for that really too high noise where it says, hey, I'm about to explode. Instead, it monitors itself. It's on a timer.
I think you can do that with the crock pot part too.
Yes, you can. You can do it with the crock pot part. It doesn't pressure down, but now it's just a crock pot. Yay! So I don't know how I'm going to do this, except that I'm going to slow cook it. Okay, let's plug it in.
Plug it in. Plug it in. Oh,
plug it in. Slow cook. No, I need to cancel. Stop. Cancel. Okay, so that's off because it was holding it at the warm.
Feel this. It's warm.
Good.
So
Feel it. It's warm.
I'm going to turn it. It is warm, isn't it? I'm going to turn it to slow cook, and I want it to go.
6 hours, 200 degrees. Yeah, go 10.
I'm going to put it at 10 hours just to be safe, so that if I wake up late, I'm not having it go where I don't want it to. 200 degrees. Is that an appropriate temperature?
Yeah, well.
Because it's sterilized at 160.
Yeah,
if
then you're set at 200.
So I'm going to go ahead and start it.
I would bet that that's the low setting on a crock pot to be 200 or right around there.
So sweet of her, but we're all kind of flaky out. We've had bad weather, and not bad weather, just colder weather, and we got sick, and so all of our plans kind of got put on the back burner a little bit.
So it got burnt.
What got burnt?
The projects, because you forgot to turn it off because you were taking care of all the front stuff.
What got burnt?
She's saying a pun. And it was funny.
I'm a little bit slow. You'll have to tell me.
Thank you, Dad.
Yeah, I don't understand the joke.
Because it was on the back burner.
You're so funny.
You were taking care of the front burner, so you forgot about the back burner.
You're hilarious. Swift as mud. That's me. Okay, good girl. Get your map done. It doesn't take much to blow my mind. I get pretty excited about things like this.
Excuse me?
When they were... No, you blow my mind, but I'm talking about the Cosori.
Huh.
What are you saying?
I think that your mind
should blow my mind. I mean, look who I married.
So I'm really enjoying this tool. John's gonna go get milk. Be safe, please. And Mr., why are you wearing flip-flops in December?
Because I have
Can you
a
see your feet?
sweatshirt and a snow machine coat on for the rest of me. I think I need a little bit of chilling off, even if it is the rainy cold.
And you've been sick.
Right.
Really, really, really sick.
Right. So now I can sweat all that sickness out.
No, that's not how it works.
And then it drips and doesn't get into my shoes.
Dad wants to get more sick.
Clean up. We had enough to get materials for rabbit cages, for planting medium, for the...
Stand up straight. There. I'll explain later.
Oh. Sorry.
So restart the whole thing.
So the project John is working on today is the raised beds, and